This is a guided visualization called In Memoriam, where we'll spend some time with a friend or loved one who has died. Spend some time connecting with that person in a safe space that we create. So, as we get started, let's come to a seat, a comfortable seat where you'll be good to sit for a few minutes. Can have your eyes soft or closed. And we'll start just by breathing together, breathing in and breathing out through the nose, maybe noticing the coolness of the air coming into the body, or the rise and fall of your chest, your belly. Breathing in and out, getting comfortable with just being here as you are. And now I'd like you to imagine a place where you feel safe. Can be inside, outside. It can be a place where there are people. It can be a place where you're on your own. It might be a place you remember from your childhood, or a place you visit in your current life, or it could be someplace you've never been. Just pick a place where you feel peaceful, where you feel open, curious. And as you find this place, look around and see what's there. And take a moment to appreciate what you see, what you hear, if there are any smells, whatever it is. Just take a moment to experience this place that you've chosen. Any tactile sensations? Maybe there's grass or sand or water or rock, something hard, something soft. Go ahead and feel around for a moment. And as you're ready in your safe spot, imagine the person you would like to connect with today. Imagine maybe what they're wearing, what they look like. You might imagine them the way they looked the last time you saw them, or you might imagine them the way they looked years ago. Whatever you like, whatever feels good to you. And sometimes we're going to visit with a person that we have a complicated relationship with, and we might want to have a protector with us while we have this experience. And that's perfectly fine. If you would like to invite a protector into the space, you can do that. Whoever it is, can be a family member, a pet, it can be someone who's died, it can be someone who's alive, it can be someone you've never met but you admire. It could be someone who you have assigned to do this job on the spot, and you might not even know them, but you've assigned them this role. As you get your person, your protector with you if you want one, put them in a position where you feel comfortable. Maybe they're sitting near you. Maybe they're standing. They might be far away. Just get them situated. And as you do that, get yourself situated in this space. And start to think about asking your person who has died to come into this space. You might want them to be very close to you, or you might want them to be far away. Whatever feels comfortable to you is what you should do. Maybe you're in a field and they're at the opposite end, or maybe you're on a sofa and they're sitting right next to you. Whatever it is, start to visualize your person, their face, their body, and start to call them into you. Start to imagine them with you. And you might feel nervous. You might feel scared. You might feel really excited, or you might feel like nothing's happening. You don't have to grasp for any particular outcome. Just pay attention to what's happening, to how you feel, and see what happens. Maybe you get the image of your person's face. Maybe you can imagine that they're sitting with you. Maybe you can hold their hand, give them a hug. You might hear their voice. Let's sit with that for a moment, being with our person, being with whatever is showing up right now in our safe space. And now we have the opportunity to ask our person a question. Sometimes people die before we've asked them everything we need to ask. Sometimes there's still mystery or sadness or anger. Sometimes forgiveness is something that was left undone. So if there is a question you would like to ask your person, go ahead and focus on their face and see if anything comes up, see if any questions arise. Give yourself the space without judgment to ask the first thing that comes to mind, or maybe there are several things that come to mind. And now the second part is being curious about your person who has died and whether they might have something they want to say to you. What do you want to know from them? And what might they want to say to you? Sitting together with your beloved dead family member or friend, seeing their face in your mind's eye, maybe holding their hand. This might be a very emotional experience for you. It might make you cry, and that's okay. It might not make you cry. It might be more of a heady experience for you. And if that's the case, that's fine too. Just notice where your mind is going. If your mind is thinking a whole bunch of extraneous thoughts, that's okay. The mind does that all the time. Just notice the thoughts and then come back to your person. Come back to your safe space and see what arises for you. What do you want to know And what do you want to say? And just be curious about the possibilities sitting with your person, allowing the feelings to come through you. Breathing in, breathing out. You might be enjoying this moment. This might be a very uncomfortable experience. Remember, you have your protector with you if you called one into this experience, and that you are safe in this meditation, allowing yourself to ask a question, allowing yourself to maybe hear an answer, or maybe your person has something else to say entirely, and that's fine too. Or maybe it's just about witnessing each other, seeing your person's face in your mind's eye, and beginning to rebuild a connection with them now that they are no longer in their body. They are still available to you in your heart. And so we do this meditation to learn how to activate that connection and to sit with that love, allowing the experience to make us curious about what we might like to ask, what we might like to know. We might want advice. We might really need to say something that we didn't get a chance to say. Sitting with our person and breathing together in our safe space. And when you're ready, you can begin to breathe into the idea that we will allow our person to wander, knowing that we can come back to this space and call them here whenever we like. Can begin to say goodbye, see you next time. Allow them to drift. And as they drift, feel yourself back in your space and look back around at the things that you were looking at when you first came into the space. If you have a protector, you can thank them. You can allow them to drift so that it's just you, the way you started back in this space. And take a last look around and begin to feel yourself back in your body. Maybe wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, roll your neck a little bit, maybe shrug your shoulders a little bit. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. One more time. Big inhale and big exhale. Saying thank you to your person for visiting and connecting with you today. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back. Thank you so much for doing that guided visualization with me. I hope that you were able to find something interesting and connect with your person and connect with the curiosity around how you feel in this moment. Thank you.